my key at? All right, I gotta go. I was just gonna try to do like a fun little video intro for you guys, but I can't find my key. Okay, that one's it. Found it. Good morning. Before we do the actual intro, and guys, I'm not complaining. I'm not complaining. The most frustrating thing about these new vehicles is I literally can't even drive until I put my seatbelt on. I have to go like 30 feet to my shop. Now it lets me put my truck in reverse. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, it's Monday morning right now. Welcome back to today's show. Just after 7 o'clock, I wanted to bring you guys along for, you know, what just a normal Monday can look like at THR. Now, when you're part of a dirt racing team, there's not really 2 days that are similar besides race days. And even then, race days aren't because, well, you guys know what can happen between the start of that day and the end of it and everything in between. But we're getting ready to head inside the race shop. I'm starting my Monday off by packaging some of my great orders on tannerhomes.com and gonna be sending them out so you guys can get your merchandise. So my desk is a total mess. You guys see all these boxes here? These are all diecast. Like this whole corner of my shop is diecast. It's unreal. Guys, I just got this text message. Breaking news from NARC. It has been acquired by Brad Sweet and Kevin Rudine. The rest of the press release just kind of talks about it. Starting 2026. That's some news on a Monday morning for the West Coast Sprint Car Racing, but we're gonna have a change in leadership for the King of the West NARC series, which is like our only 410 series. I mean, that is the 410 sprint car racing scene aside from the local stuff at Skagit, which is obviously super far north. But wow, I feel like this could be a really good thing. You know, of course, Kevin's a part of Skagit too, so that could I don't know. I just feel like the door's open for you know, obviously what Brad's wanting to do with high limit. I can't see why he wouldn't also bring some of the same stuff to NARC. Now, I'm sure they're just going to continue to build it up. I'm not saying they're going to have all these NARC shows paying $100 grand to win, but right, they're going to want to continue to build West Coast events and strengthen what we got out here so the national tours can come out here, race more. It's just a win for everyone, but wasn't really expecting to open my phone here. What is it? Just after 8 o'clock and get a good, get some good breaking news to start our week. So we got stuff in, ready to go to the post office. You guys are amazing. You guys are literally what allow me to do what I do. I just packaged up a bunch of diecasts. Let me show them to you. So here's the little 18 car. This is the box the 118 cars come in, and I don't really want to take it out of the box because I mean, these things are collectibles. Here's the 118 21 car, and there's a look at the smaller 21. Again, these boxes, I treat them like collectibles, so yeah, I don't want to, I mean, you have a pretty good idea. You know, it's basically just a 1/18th version of my actual sprint car down to every little detail. They're by far the most fun piece of merchandise or memorabilia or whatever you'd want to call them that we get to have for our fans. So it's one of my favorite times of year sending them all out, and even the little cars, these are fun too. So try to sign them and send them out the door. So real quickly here in the middle of my day, Mother Nature, looks like it might storm. I wanted to go for a run this morning, but I kind of put it off. I started working in here, but now with it looking how it's looking, I'm gonna go for a run, and this is my consequence. I'm basically racing Mother Nature. If it starts dumping on me while I'm out for 3 miles, well, again, I didn't race it, and I didn't win the race. I almost made it. I almost made it. Just started coming down here the last mile. Mother Nature here in the Northwest is doing the normal thing. Survived my run, went, had lunch. I actually had meal prep, kind of like this chicken, kind of like a chicken noodle soup, but not as much like a soup, like more, I don't know, I'm new to this meal prep thing I'm trying. But anyway, I had lunch, Took a shower, then made a smoothie. I got this really good chocolate protein powder that I like to use. So anyway, now I'm gonna head into town. We're gonna drop off some packages. I gotta meet a guy that bought some parts from me. I don't know, we just got a little bit of time to kill, so we're gonna drive around. Not really a lot we can do outside. Glad that we got that run in. Just Mother Nature, she was kind of slapping me in the face for not going this morning. Okay, so just got back in the truck. Got a good little workout in, kind of focused on upper body. Some of you guys are probably wondering, Tanner, do you like try to work out twice every single day? Being completely honest, in the middle of the season, sometimes it's tough when your schedule gets chaotic. In the off season, I'm always a lot more consistent, and I would say not twice a day, sometimes twice a day, but a lot of times try to, you know, just every day, right, get in a good rhythm. But I'm trying to get back in my rhythm, and I'm trying to gain my consistency back, and that's actually why I'm doing some of this video behind the scenes, kind of showing you guys what I'm doing throughout the day, because you guys will be my accountability. There's just so much going on in life, and it's easy to sometimes put a little bit of exercise kind of on the back burner. So I wanna get away from that. It's really important for all my racing, and that's why I focused on it the last couple years, but I wanna try to just go harder in that department than I ever have. I think, again, it's really important. It's not easy to, you know, handle a 410 or a 360 or even an outlaw cart, you know? So you wanna be prepared for the challenge you have ahead. Now, before we end today's show, I do want to take a second to talk about the breaking news that we touched on earlier. Brad Sweet and Kevin Rudine taking over the King of the West 410 sprint cars, also known as NARC, out here on the West Coast. And I just want to say I really think that this is going to be a positive step for West Coast 410 sprint car racing. Now, the current staff that they had, I think they did a good job, but I just feel like Brad, he's on a mission right now. And then, you know, you also bring in Kevin Rudine, who anything he attaches his name to, I mean, he's been involved in the sport so long, has done so much good for sprint car racing as a whole. Those two guys combined, and again, just this mission that Brad's on, you know, kind of building sprint car racing, I really feel like a lot of good is going to come out of it. I'm interested to see how the schedule looks, you know, maybe if we have any increases with the purse, and how they continue to kind of build events out here on the West Coast, because I feel like that is something we do lack. I mean, we have Dirt Cup, we have Trophy Cup, and we have some smaller stuff, and again, the main two are doing well, but I feel like we just need a little bit more. You know, I would love for the West Coast to look a little bit more like Pennsylvania, and again, California, Oregon, Washington, they are different than, you know, what they have out there, and just the world's almost a little bit different. So, you know, you can't necessarily put the two parallel and want them to be just like each other. But still, I feel like this is going to be a great step, and I just feel like Brad and Kevin are hopefully going to, you know, obviously put the right people in place. You know, they're going to have their staff and people that are doing, you know, a little bit more of the day-to-day stuff, I'm sure, because they're both have busy schedules as it is, and we don't know all those details. But again, I just I feel like it's very, very positive, and I think a lot of us probably were surprised, at least again myself. I knew maybe something a little was coming, but didn't realize it was going to be what basically got posted today. So we're all along for the ride. The best we can do is support it, and, you know, to all the fans out here on the West Coast, support sprint car racing in 2026. If there's an area of the country that could really, really use it, it's out here. You know, I mean, we have a little bit more of an uphill battle with some of the rules and what we have to go through with racetracks and trying to keep our tracks, and to have big races and everything's a little bit more spread out. Again, we just have some more challenges out this way, but I feel like we also have something that can be really good. And you know, California really has the potential. It just needs something just to kind of, you know, make it go straight up. So really excited to see how this all plays out. I've said it a lot more recently, but I feel like it is exciting times for 410 sprint car racing at the higher levels. Yes, lots of changes, lots of uncertainty, things happening, but who is to say that's a bad thing? I mean, it could be all good, and I think a lot of it is going to be very positive for our sport, and we just have to trust and continue to support and keep doing our thing, and everyone focus on their jobs and the sport is going to be in a good spot. So thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate you hanging out with me. A little bit of like a day in the lifestyle video. You got to see a little insight on just a Monday with THR, and we're going to continue through the week looking at the rest of our racing schedule and then preparing our off season and everything for 2026. Thank you all. Deuces.